now, you'll... Hey, I got something.
Okay, keep calm. Probably, huh? Weird. Who's there? Got company. Hey.
This is what I've got on me.
Playing games with me, huh? No!
Folks will travel with a cool mindset and charisma. To the living, go the spoils.
Won't be able to pick this.
I'm all for taking all we can. You're looking a little
Hey.
laid down there.
What you got? Enough to go around.
That horsepower go to your head.
I think I'm gonna let you take the lead.
Nice day. Where are we headed? Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer. Never thought a reporter could consider themselves a success until someone threatened their life. Me? I'm very successful. Maybe constantly trying to kill us, but the Commonwealth never lacks for excitement.
Can't wait to get out of this goddamn heat.
Made it another day in the Commonwealth. Lucky us. Made it another day in the Commonwealth. Lucky us.
Next person that asks me to Jag is getting a well-placed kick, if you get my meaning.
Huh?
Nice day. Where are we headed?
Enough of this slog. Just point us to the nearest watering hole.
How we doing on the hunt for Eddie's tapes?
Nuka-Cola's the only thing I can drink that wakes me up. Otherwise, it's all hazy.
What's good today?
You
Anything
trying
I
to
can
lug
lug
the
for
whole
you?
Commonwealth with your
You've got to help. They've kidnapped my friend.
Who kidnapped her?
They said they'd be back for the ransom in a few days. If I don't pay up, they'll kill her. But I don't have that kind of money.
Here's the ransom. Pay them when they come back.
Hopefully they'll take the payoff and leave us alone. Super mutants are pretty unpredictable.
Good
Yes?
to see you again. But you...
Hope you realize how much you did for us.
You got nothing to worry about with me covering you. Now this is a rush.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Stand by for takeoff. Your minigun should be loaded and ready to fire. Good shooting, sir. Prepare for landing. Touchdown could be a little rough.
There's no sport to spill on the blood of the person in it. Lucky for us, the Commonwealth provides.
Nothing to report right now, Knight.
Lancer Captain Kells has informed me that the Institute's on high alert, and you're to blame. Explain yourself, Knight.
There isn't much to explain. What's done is done.
That's your explanation?
I stand by my actions, sir.
Do you? Well, if nothing else, you have the courage to stand your ground. That doesn't absolve you from your mistake. But let's just say you've earned back some of my respect. Fortunately, this incident doesn't change our current strategy. We have a contingency plan that's already being put into effect that should ensure completion of our special project. Now, on to other matters. Thanks to the success of your reconnaissance efforts, it's time to advance our operations to the next phase. I want you to report to Proctor Ingram at the airport. She has a special project that requires your immediate attention. And Knight?
Your kind aren't welcome here.
And what are you gonna do about it?
The Institute and their technological abominations need to be stopped at any cost.
So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxon told you about it?
He didn't tell me anything.
Makes sense. We've been trying to keep it under wraps until the time was right. Come on. It's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we've been building a gantry on the tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking for something that'll tip the balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Prydwen might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting. That's where our new project comes in. This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded. In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
No problem. I'm sure this only looks worse than it actually is.
I wish I had your confidence, because this is not going to be easy. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is his CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
That doesn't sound hard to fix.
Oh yeah, sure. I'll just run down to the local giant robot store and buy myself some how-to manuals. As much as I hate to admit it, Prime's power systems are out of my league. What we need is a robotics expert, and there's someone in Diamond City that fits the bill. Her name's Professor Skara. Locals say she's a wizard when it comes to fixing robots. Why don't you head over there and see if you can talk her into helping us? Oh, and take this with you. Once she sees one of those Cerebro fusion adapters, I'm pretty sure she'll have a tough time saying no. In the meantime, I'll prep Prime's CPU, and we'll see if we can't get the big...
Diamond City, huh? You know, they ain't real fond of ghouls in this town.
You have marvelous bone structure. Stop by the mega surgery sometime.
This better be an emergency.
You'll get used to Diamond City security being unhelpful. Just ignore them like I do.
Huh?
Oh, it's you. If you brought any bloatfly glands, why don't you just bring them back later? I'm not in the mood to deal with it right now.
Actually, I'm looking for Professor Skara.
You are? That's strange, so am I. Her normal field expeditions never last more than a few days, but it's been over a week now. I'm afraid something terrible has happened to her.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Do you know where she went?
Well, I don't usually like to pry into her business, but I found some notes on her terminal. The last place Professor Skara said she was going is the General Atomics Galleria. I'll mark it on your mapping device. There. Look, if you find her, could you tell her to come home?
Welcome to the General Atomics Galleria. You must be our new supervisor.
Yes. That's right.
Splendid. Well, let me be the first to welcome you to your new assignment. Once you've had a chance to get settled in, you should report to the director. His office is located in the statue in the center of the plaza. The Galleria is currently closed to the public. If you have any questions...
That's all.
Very well. Enjoy your visit.
Any deviation from standard operating procedures
Guess
must
they
be
built a
authorized
statue
by the
of
director.
anything back then.
All employees, report suspicious behavior to the director immediately. All right, maggot. Step forward. Slowly. Hold it right there. I've been monitoring your approach. Impressive. Very...
I'm reporting in, as ordered.
Reporting in? Wait, the grand reopening? Are you Grand Reopening Supervisor 18 Alpha? You're late.
Yes? Yes, that's right.
Manual authorization of the grand reopening requires authentication, so I'm going to need to see your ID. Sir.
Wait, manual activation? Is there any other kind?
Automatic activation was scheduled for January 1st, 2078. Wait. Analyzing. Corrupt task detected. Task scheduler repaired. Now executing previously scheduled task. Accessing protocols. All units, stand by for the grand reopening. Processing firmware updates. Done. Reinstating combat inhibitors. Done. General Atomics Galleria is now open for business!
Welcome to Back Alley Bowling. I'm afraid our lanes are out of order today, but feel free to take a look around.
Excuse me, but this is a private research site. If you're here to study these robots, I'll have to insist you relocate to somewhere else.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Oh, well, that puts an entirely different spin on everything, doesn't it? My name's Professor Skara. And in answer to what I expect to be your next question, Professor is my first name, not my title. The whole thing's rather complicated. Perhaps I'll explain it to you sometime.
Always up for a story, if you're buying.
So, now that I've formally introduced myself, perhaps you'd care to tell me why you're here.
I've been sent by the Brotherhood of Steel to ask for your help.
How very interesting. I wasn't aware that you people ever asked for anything. While I'm flattered that the Brotherhood of Steel would find me useful, I can't help but be wary of your methods and motivations. Perhaps if you were more specific, we could come to some kind of a mutual understanding.
We need your expertise to get Liberty Prime back online.
Liberty Prime? Where have I heard that before? Oh, yes. I believe it's some kind of an enormous robot. Intriguing as it sounds, I'm afraid my work at General Atomics isn't complete. Perhaps you could come back another time.
Maybe this'll change your mind.
Intriguing. So, your technicians must use these to calibrate Liberty Prime's internal power system. It's quite an ingenious little device, but it could use some work. All right, you've got a deal. I'll wrap up my collecting trip and meet you at your headquarters. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have a few loose ends to tie up before I leave.